So, Mr. Don Tripp. You know, when I first heard your name, I thought it was like a play on words, like don't trip.
Yeah.
Is that what most people think?
Yeah.
But that's not really what it's intended to be, right?
Not the slightest bit.
So
the last thing I want to be is a gimmick.
Is Don your real name?
No.
So why did you pick?
Actually, I didn't pick Don. I don't want to call them fans, but at that point in time, I guess that's what they were. Back when I used to battle rap, I was like 15, and people heard the battle raps, and from one of the battle raps, I referred to myself as a Don, and from there they started calling me Don, and it's hard to tell 30 people that that's not your name, and they keep calling you that, so it's something that just fit, and I felt like I couldn't just be the Don. I was only 16. I felt like that was too much, so I added Trip to it later on. And I've been Don Tripp since I was 16.
So when you were battle rapping, is it I'm visualizing like an 8 Mile type scenario? Or how was it set up in
more like
where you were?
More like the scene of 8 Mile. I'm sorry, the scene of 8 Mile when they had the factory at the lunch truck and they had like 5 people battle each. Well, it wasn't 5 people. I'm exaggerating.
Like a little cipher type thing.
Right, it's kind of sort of like a cipher, but it was still a battle.
Because when you talk about battle rapping, that's such a people visualize New York as being where the battle rappers come from. You don't really see too many battle rappers come out of the South.
I think anybody that considers themselves to be a lyricist at one point or another came from battle rapping. I don't think battle rapping is a successful craft in music because you can't make money from that. You can only do them smack DVDs for so long. People want to hear records, and 9 times out of 10, battle rappers can't make records. So I left battle rapping alone when I was 16.
So you think lyricism is a lost art in Southern rap?
I won't go as far as to say that. I'll just say that individuality is a lost art in music, period.
So that's why you decided to come out with a more meaningful record and speak on some real topics.
Actually, I just got lucky with "Love It to My Son." I not making it, but it making it. I was just pouring out my heart. That's what I do. That's not even the only record I've poured out my heart on. It just so happened to be the one that the world caught on, or America caught on to. And since they caught on to, I wasn't going to say, hey, well, let me play these 12 other records for you. We don't want to do this one.
Right.
And it made me quite a bit of money, so I got no problem with how well it's doing.
So is that the record that caught Interscope's attention, or how did you?
Yeah. It actually, I think, caught their attention once it gained 12 million views without a record deal.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I appreciated doing it.
Well, it seems like they're putting a lot of effort behind you. It's not easy to become a priority at a label like Interscope. Like, what else do you think impressed them about you?
What I just said a second ago, the fact that I got more music that I pour my heart out. I think the first thing they wanted to see or reassure is that wasn't my only record, that I could actually make music. And shortly after they realized that, even though I got 70 songs, set aside for the album right now.
Oh wow!
And Interscope has only heard like 5, so even they don't know what they got right now.
So what's the process like when you go to narrow down 70 songs to 12? What are you looking for in those records?
I'm just trying to make a move in my head. Like it's difficult because it's 70 records, and of course I'm gonna be in love with all 70 records. So that's when I had to trust the people around me as well as trust my own judgment, because we had to sit and pick 12 to 16 records that can work, and it's a little difficult to pick 16 songs out of 70. It's like picking, it's like picking out your kids. It's like picking 16 of your kids if you got 70. Hopefully nobody got 70 kids, but
there's probably somebody out there.
So
could you deal with 70 baby mamas?
70. That's not a good.
Not a good situation.
No.
So have things improved with your baby mama with the success of your record? Has she commented on that?
Yeah, she comments a lot. It's improved, but it's still shaky. That's something I had to take one day at a time. It's a lot better than it was at first, but sometimes it gets a little.
She must have had some redeeming quality for you to procreate with her.
I don't hate her. I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at how she's taking the situation. I don't think that was the proper way to handle it. We could have done anything. I don't think holding my child against me is the proper way to punish me for whatever we've been through, whether it was the worst thing ever in the world we've been through.
So have you been able to have any legal remedies to make the situation better?
No, none whatsoever. But like I said, Interscope is gave me a nice Christmas gift, so I think I might be able to take care of that right now.
So you got a little money to
to afford attorneys.
To afford your attorneys.
We're not Lamborghini rich right now, but we could afford attorneys. So yeah, we're great.
So you mentioned that you have a lot of other records speaking on some real topics. Like, what's some of the other situations that you talk about?
I got a record titled "Running Away." That's actually about the real being 16 and pregnant. My mama was 16 when she had me and my brother. Well, when she had my brother, 17 when she had me, and my little sister was 16 when she had her first child. My cousin was 16 when she had her first child. So it's something that I've witnessed growing up, like the actual struggle of being 16 and pregnant, not the glamorous part of being 16 and pregnant, and both sides of it. The fact that the way the family look at it, and the way it feels from the inside, to know that we on this side of the struggle, not the people observing. Because of course people observing, I always look at it like you're the worst person in the world, you made the biggest mistake in the world, but in reality, life is life. That's something you can't predict. It just happens. It's people that take birth control and still wind up pregnant. So
with you witnessing that within your own family, does that give you any sympathy for what your baby mama has been through as well?
Not quite. Because my baby mama was 24 when she had a child. So
not really the same situation?
No. And I'm there. Like, I'm fighting to be a part of my child's life. Like, I didn't have a daddy. My daddy left when I was 3. I don't think that was quite a fight. So. And my brother dad is the same way. So
is that your motivation for wanting to be a part of your child's life because of what you?
No, it's not even that. I think that it took 2 people to make them. I should stand my ground and raise them. No matter how hard it is, I was man enough to do what I did to make them. I'm man enough to take whatever come with that. So I think that alone is enough. Period. I just want to be responsible for what I've created.
So you think there's too many men out there that give men a bad name, that people like yourself are suffering?
I say it's too many males that give men a bad name. Yeah, I mean, I won't even say just because of the people that suffering like me. I say for the kids. I mean, it take 2 parents to raise a child. They say it take a whole village to raise a child. So how would you expect it for a woman to be able to do it alone? And I don't know how males think, but I know how I think. And if I make the child, I'm there to provide and take care of my child.
So Memphis has a pretty good musical history in rap with 3 6 Mafia.
The Yo Gottis,
the Yo Gottis and everything. But it seems like Memphis has never been kind of spotlighted as being getting the same recognition like Atlanta or Houston has gotten. Why do you think that is?
Excuses. They always blame Unity. Like, they probably gonna be mad at me for saying this, but I don't really care. And anybody know me knows I don't really care. But they always blame Unity. I've never had a problem getting along with no artist in Memphis ever, because I don't have a personal vendetta with nobody. I don't care. Like, a lot of people coming from where I come from, envy got it because of how much money got, or envy 3 6 because of how far they got, or same with Ball and G. And with that, they don't know how to coexist. And in reality, you need them people as much as they need you. I mean, you need them because they set the path for you to follow. Whether you follow it, step by step, or you learn from it and create your own lane from it. And they need you because eventually their music wear out. You gotta stay fresh in whatever business you in, whether it's music or if you build cars. You can't just keep making the same box Chevys. You can't sell a box Chevy in 2012. You got to make a crossover vehicle or a hybrid. But I'm just saying that no matter what, you gotta reinvent yourself. Not so much as reinvent your image, but you know what I mean. And a lot of rappers don't understand that aspect of things. They think that just because they rap and they good at what they do, or they feel like they're good at what they do, that everybody's supposed to support them. But if I don't know you, I don't know you. You can't make me know you. So that's how I approached it.
So aside from some of the established artists out of Memphis, are there other up and coming acts that you see that?
Yeah, I think Young Dolph. I don't know if you're familiar with Young Dolph. Yeah, like Adolph. But yeah, I think Young Dolph is one of the people that's gonna pop off in a second. I mean, he got a buzz that even I thought he came from out of nowhere, and I come from where the nowhere is. You know, people assume that, you know, when you grind so long, without them seeing you, when you finally do show up, they think you came from nowhere. So he one of the people that actually got his grind together without a cosign, and I commend that more than anything. The fact that you don't ride nobody else's coattail.
So with you having the record with CeeLo, a lot of people, you know, see him as being very sort of eccentric. Were you able to work with him in the studio, or was that more he just did the hook and sent it in?
My son's record was recorded in 2009. They added CeeLo this year. But that was something Jimmy Iovine requested, not for CeeLo, but for it to be a hook involved in the record, because he felt like it was a record that could go further than it went, and it was a record that couldn't get radio play like it gets now if it didn't have a hook to it. So it was a decision that was well made. It was my decision to add CeeLo. Well, not precisely. All I said is that it would need a feel like CeeLo, or, you know, somebody like CeeLo, and, you know, they just put the, you know, the play in the action, and they worked it out.
Well, Jimmy Iovine, of course, has a long history of finding successful artists. I mean, with your dealings with him so far, what have you observed what is it about him that makes him successful as a businessman?
I think Jimmy Iovine is successful because he got a plan for his plans, and this is the music business is a forever evolving business. Like, I've only been in it a year, and it's changed while I've been in it. So the fact that it changed so much, I think having a plan for your plans is the best way to stay ahead of the game, stay ahead of the curve. Because, you know, they getting it in right now with the American Idols and Beats by Dre's and Ciroc, and, you know, like, he got a lot going on.
He has hands in a lot of pots.
Oh, indeed.
So what's the next plan for you? You have a album release date?
Indeed. Well, I have the actual date. We're pushing for the second quarter. I got a Gangsta Grills dropping in January. It's, of course, hosted by DJ Drama. Actually, the Gangsta Grills is where I'm doing all my features on, when I feature with other artists. I don't want to do that when it comes to the album. I want the album to showcase me more than anybody. So the only feature on the album as of right now is CeeLo.
Well, to have 70 records, you must be pretty prolific when it comes to recording. Like, what's your motivation, or how do you keep yourself in the studio all the time?
I mean, I'm really not in the studio all the time, actually. But the way I record, like, if I go in the studio today, I'm going to do like 5 records. If I go in tomorrow, I'm going to do 5 more. So if I go to the studio twice a week, then, you know, that's enough. That's more records than the majority of artists that record right now. And the way I record, I'm not searching for no particular song. I just go do what I feel. I just play a million beats, and when I find the one I like, I go from that. And I don't know, it come natural. I've been doing this since I was 16, so, you know, I just started being able to benefit from my recording. So it's something I've always been into.
So did Jimmy hook you up with Dr. Dre for some production?
I mean, he plugged me in with Dr. Dre. I didn't get no beats from Dr. Dre, but he plugged me in with Dre. I actually got the privilege to record with Dre. I was in Detroit, and they hit me with the triad. They hit me with I met Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, and Eminem all at the same time. So that was of course, that was a honor for me. That's 3 of the, that's 3 very, very important people in the game. So, yeah.
Okay, so look out for the Gangsta Grills in January.
Indeed.
Album coming second quarter. Is there a title for that?
Help is on the way.
And you're the help, or who's the help?
Of course, I'm the help.
You're the help for the game. Is that the meaning of it?
I mean, it's multiple meanings actually. I mean, one of the meanings is, like you just said, the help for hip hop, basically. I mean, for honesty, not to say I'm the savior, for the save hip hop, but I think hip hop need to balance out. Like, the reason it survived so long is because it balanced out. Like, you got the rappers that just dance, you got the rappers that just sing now. You got the rappers that, that only talk about the great things in life. You got the ones that only talk about the worst things in life. But you have no artists that actually keep it honest, to be honest. And the other meaning is to keep my family out of the trap. So, right now we on a good path. and the money's a lot better than the trap. So hopefully we stay at the trap. So help is on the way.
There you go. So are you gonna have the required club anthem records as well, or are you trying to keep it?
It's still the music business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course we still gotta pay our bills, and we still gotta get paid. So yeah, of course. But that was my point though. Like, you know, I don't make sad music. I don't make happy music. I don't make club music. I just make music, and it go where it go. But you know, we human, so we got different emotions. Like, we don't wake up every day sad, and we don't wake up every day with champagne. So, you know, I wanted to cover everything. I wanted to be honest, basically. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to get on the record and tell you about my Lamborghini that I really don't have. You know, I wanted to, you know, tell you about what we really do.
So when you get that, those royalty checks start coming in, what is it going to be your big purchase? You going for a Lamborghini, or what's your dream? What's your dream purchase?
My dream purchase is a house, a very big house.
I
mean, I want something I can leave my. I mean, not to sound like I'm the super father or nothing, but I think that's something our culture is missing, or we missed a long time ago. Like a lot of, I mean, not to say that any other race got it easier, but saying that we stopped looking out for people. Like, I don't mean like looking out for our neighbors. I mean looking out for our own kids. And so I want to be able to pass the house down to my child. I want to be able to give him a company, like to carry the family business, however they go. But you know, I want to be able to give him a true opportunity and not have him do what I had to do. Because if he wind up in the projects, then I didn't do something right.
So if people want to look you up, you got the Twitter, Mr. Don Trip. What else? What other websites or whatnot?
www.mrdontrip.com. MRDONTRIP. Other than that, they can just Google me. I have fun Googling me. So, yeah.
And anything else you want to plug or mention?
Help is on the way.